Welcome to Ravens Over. Please go to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video, and share. As a two-spirit woman, do men really realize all the things we have to go through standing in our truth? While they're hiding, we have to be in the front line. We're watching ourselves being murdered and killed. Are you really our friend? Are you really our protector? Why is it so hard to find a man that's in his truth to love us like the woman we are? For people are different. Transgenders murdered. To support you. There's a PayPal on top. People murdered. One thing, there are a lot of times people can't stand in the truth, but you find one that does support them. Make sure they do not fall within a marginalized community as not being in existence. And you know that there are hard to find people that create a channel that cater to people who are different and stand in the truth. And the allies sit back and say, well, I have no problem with other people. Let me just stand in here to learn something and learn. No judgment. Who support you. I love you. Stay in your truth. What's going on, people? It's been a long night. And there's a lot going on. The thing is, I know I could set I don't feel like doing the bathroom thing. My nail came off. This is the thing. Sometimes you are happy to hear from people that you haven't heard from in a long time, and they hit you up and they drain your spirit. Prime example. I met a guy a while ago, not that long, and we lost a little contact. Life sets in. Has to do what he has to do, I have to do what I do. And anybody I ever talk to, even the girls online, everyone knows I still stay in contact with everyone. Not everybody, because some people, but I stay in contact with people just to make sure they're okay. Always check up on the people you think is the strongest, because those are the ones that's the weakest. They go through more than you can imagine. They go through a lot. And I love the ones, my younger sisters. I always call my younger sisters by my ancestors. I love y'all because I listen to y'all. If y'all think I don't listen, I listen. Because y'all are my teachers. Even though I teach you a lot, you teach me a lot by listening. Let me know my life and living is not taken for granted, because you are a mirror image of myself, whether good or bad or indifferent, positive, negative, whatever the case may be. Your story is your story, my story, and we try to make it the best way we can through this thing we call life. Okay. So I was talking to dude, had a conversation. I hit him up. Actually, I texted him. He texted me back. I was shocked. Usually he don't text back. Okay. Hey, how you doing? How you been? Oh my God, I've been sending you texts, but you haven't heard from you. Now, I'm not going to blame him to say it's not true. I don't believe it's true, but I'm not going to blame, you know what I'm saying? Because things happen. We're talking about the phones. We're talking about the network. Things go wrong, and this is just life. You could video chat with someone in the thinkable step. It's life. It's not that deep. Not for me, anyway. However, I was happy to hear from him and stuff, and I was letting him know, you're not, I'm glad to hear from you, da-da. We talked. He's like, well, I felt like you got another man. I said, no, that's not the case. Well, what you been doing with yourself? Have little conversations like that. I was like, he said, well, what is it about me that you like? Now, remind you, you liked it me first, but now it's reversed. Now I'm the one that's chasing after you, and not you was chasing after me. But okay, fine. I'll boost your ego to make you feel great. That's what we do. We take our feelings, we get that gut feeling. Like, you get that gut feeling, you're like, okay, because you're cute, because you're fine, you're nice looking. Because this is what you want to hear. Oh, you think I'm cute? No. Okay. I play along with the game. At the end of the day, I get it. That's what y'all want to hear. You get the boost up to make you feel like a man. I don't know. It is what it is. I don't need nobody telling me that I'm beautiful, stuff like that, to make me feel good inside. What I feel internally is inside is what internally inside of me. It's not a physical thing that I have to be affirmative of my looks, stuff like that. Because your looks ain't going to pay your bills. In some cases it does, if you that kind of person. But it's not been my storyline for myself. Only can share my story with you of what I've been through. And the thing is like, okay, fine, I did that. So he's like, well, he may see this video, y'all. So it is what it is. So the thing is like, okay. So we start talking and stuff. He's like, he called me. Now I'm shocked. I'm like, wow, he's calling me. Now this is out of character. We're in the text messaging world. Normal people don't call people on the phone. My personal opinion. I like a phone call. I love when men call me on the phone. I was like, oh my God, I'm starting to feel alive. I can actually talk to a person and not type it to a keyboard to another person. I don't even know. Well, I know him, but you know what I'm saying. It's more personal when I can hear your spirit through the phone, because now our energy is being shared. Because we could say, text messaging, to my opinion, don't work for me. Some people like it, that's fine. Certain situations, I get it. I'm at work, I can't really get in contact with you. I can text you. I get that part. But when you're not at work and you're at home, I don't understand why you just can't pick up the phone. But that's me. Everybody's different. That's fine. Let me just say this for the PSA. If you ever want to get with me and you texting me, guess what? I'm going to lose interest. I have no time to be texting somebody when I can text you online. This is so stupid. Why would I give you my number just to text you from the computer just online? Okay, this is me. Okay. So, we started talking and stuff like that. And he says, well, where you been? I guess you done had sex with everybody in the whole world. So now at this point, I'm happy to hear from you. I'm like, oh my God, you called me, you know, what's going on? Oh, I figured you'd be with a man and you'd have had sex with everybody out there. I figured you had sex with everybody out there now. I said, why are you saying that? Because I figured, you know, you ain't got a man, you must be having sex with everybody. So I was like, oh, he's just playing, I'm paying him on. I said, you know, stop it. Stop saying something. He said, no, I'm seriously. I figured you had sex with everybody, so now you want to get with me because you ain't had sex with me. So since you had sex with me, you want to have sex with me because you didn't have sex with everybody else. So now I'm starting to get a little offended. You know what I mean? So I'm like, so now I'm thinking to myself, then why did you call me? You could have insulted me through a text message. So I was like, well, why are you saying this? It's because I figured that you done had sex with everybody else, and now you want to have sex with me. I said, so now I'm a whore. He said, well, you know, I just figured you know. I said, well, can I ask you this? Because, you know, I'm a bitch. I said, what kind of whore am I? Am I a paid whore or am I a free whore? Because I hope I'm not the free whore. I hope I'm getting some money while I'm getting, you know, having sex with everybody. Please don't tell me just a free whore. If I'm going to be a whore, please let me be a prostitute. I don't know. I said, well, did you pay? I met you. Oh, you mad because we didn't have sex? Oh, but I'm a whore. Is that why you mad because we didn't have sex? Because we met in person? No, I miss you. I want to come and see you and stuff like that. You know, it wasn't even like that. Then what is it? I haven't heard from you in months. I'm happy to hear from you. And all you keep telling me is I'm a fucking whore. And then I said to myself, he's only doing this, Raven, because you're allowing this. He feel comfortable hurting you. He knows how the girls like you can't find a man. He knows y'all been beat down by the system. He knows y'all could be murdered on the street. He knows, because he hears things. So he wants to see how far you are deep down in the grave. Or you actually still walking on top of the grave. Or you actually have 1 foot in the grave or 1 foot out the grave. And here is a man, I'm so happy to hear from him. I'm like, so at this point, I was like, well, what was the reason for the phone call? Because I missed you. I said, well, it don't sound like it. You call me a constant horse. He said, well, you ain't been with me, so evidently you've been sleeping with everybody else. So I was like, okay, this is what we doing? This is how we doing this. So I was like, okay. So next thing I know, we had more conversation going. So as we talked even more so, he goes, let's go this way since we got nosy ass people. So next thing I know, we started talking more and more. So as we talking, having more conversation, because I tell you, honey, mother listens. Listen, first of all, I can hear you. Girl, bye. I am a secretive person. I know when you come close, the floors are weak, we can hear it. Anyway, so the thing is like, okay. We get up and everything, we started talking. And now, he's like, well, I want to come see you. A whore? You want to come see a whore? So at this point, I'm like, okay. This is better lighting. So I'm like, okay, here we go. So at this point, I'm like, okay, here we go. So, more conversation going on. Well, I want to come visit you. I want to come see you. I said, for what? You done insulted me. Well, I said, oh, what are you doing now? Well, I'm at work. Okay. So what are you supposed to do? So you done insulted me, and you want to come see me, but you done insulted me. Oh, well, I got to get back to work. Okay. Get back to work. I'm going to call you. Okay. Now, you already know that's already official. This is my thing. Once you have insulted me, you good. You are officially good. So, and I thought to myself, he's done this because he felt comfortable doing it. He felt as though he had the right to do what he did. And the reason why he feels as though he could do it is because somewhere along the line, I've allowed this. I'm not going to do the blame game, okay, it was my fault, because I'm not going to take accountability for his actions. But I realized one thing, every time a man hurts you, it's because somewhere along he done said something to you was out the way that you didn't catch it on it. So I caught him on it. And I'm looking at him, I'm not looking at him, but I'm not looking at myself, and I'm saying to myself, why do you allow these type of men into your life? Why do you allow certain people to come into your life and to hurt you? Not going anywhere, not growing, not doing anything as far as prosperity, but to hurt you. And for what? For what? So at this point I told myself I needed to take a break. I needed to just rewind. Sometimes you have to step away from a situation in order to build up your situation. Like I always said before, the ones who are really destroying you mentally is the ones you allow in your life. It's not society so much. It be them. It be them. And they come in, destroy every strong being that you have inside of your life, in your mind, and tear it down. Now at this point, I'm like, I gotta take a mental break. A mental break means that I have to just basically stay away from people for a little while. Step back away from people for a little while. Building my mental. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, people only gonna hurt you and do what they want to do to you if you allow it. And I told myself, you're not gonna do this to me. And I got laid down yesterday and I stood back and I started watching, reflecting on everybody that's around me. Men I've dealt with that I'm not attracted to, treat me like dirt. People I try to have conversation with to help build them up, act funny towards me. And I'm just watching them. Sometimes somebody can hurt you to sit you down and make you look at everybody around you. Of course I have trust issues. That's why I'm in the bathroom. Because I trust no one. But at the end of the day, he hit me up. I want to come see you. Now ask yourself, for what? I'm a whore. Like, where do you go from this? And one thing I realized when it come down to me, and if you're a girl like me, don't never cry over no man, because there's another one coming every 5 seconds. It's like a deck of cards. You just keep flipping them. Keep flipping the next one. Keep flip them. Because they flipping us. It's no big deal. We have no feelings. Nothing. Now you would think that they would have our back due to circumstances and situations that we go through. They'd be like, you know what? I'm going to be your best friend. Everybody who ever hurt you, I'm going to make sure it don't happen no more. But they coming in doing the same thing everybody else do. So then you got to pull yourself back and put a stop to it. Like they always say, find another man and get over another man. I ain't got to do all that no more. I'm past that part. But the thing is that he felt as though he had the right. Here it is, a person like me, happy to hear from him, and I'm getting my face cracked totally. And it's like, okay, I see you. I see you. So you testing to see how far down the world has beaten me down, to see your society has destroyed me. And in the same breath, we protect these men. In the same breath, we put something in the door for these men. In the same breath, we don't tell the cops that this person's done something by us, to us, from these men. In the same breath, they don't give a damn about us. At all. Not in all cases. But one thing I realized, he's only doing it because he thinks he can get away with it. Here it is, I'm happy to hear from him. And I got my face cracked. But I tell you one thing, you may have cracked it, but you didn't break it. The glue has glued back together. And nobody likes the bitch you become. Because nobody wanted to take responsibility for the new person you became. Nobody want to take responsibility of the violence that you become, the untrustworthy people that you become. You trust no one. Not even people listening. You trust no one, and you're exposing them. But that's my message to you today. Know your worth. Because the ones who are trying to break you is the ones you close to. The ones you think that got your back is the ones that's already inside. Now just imagine we was in a full-blown relationship. Just imagine we was in a full-blown relationship. And all of a sudden, I met this new person. I'm laying in the bed, one day he walks to the door, and this is the new person I met. Here it is, I'm thinking I'm building, and I'm actually being destroyed. And I've noticed this pattern when it comes down to men. They love to try to find somebody strong to see if they could break them. And when they can't break them, they start calling you out your name. They're starting to twist the words. They want to see what is it going to take to tear you down. Now, even though society's doing so many negative things, they don't care about that. It's you that they want to tear down. And for what? For what? They know you're going through enough. They don't care. They don't care. My skin's not black enough. My heart don't bleed enough red blood for you. Do my tears have to run down my face in order to see I'm hurting? Or all you see is a strong black bitch in front of you that don't seem to be broken. So y'all check up on the ones y'all think is so strong sometimes. Because even though they seem strong, they go through a lot more pain. And remember, especially a person like myself who stand on the front line, we get attacked way more than we share. And the reason why we don't share it is because we try to be strong for y'all. Because we know not only y'all are listening, but the enemy is listening too. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you on a Friday. Know your worth. Have a blessed and safe day. Love you.